Hello, friends. Welcome. My name is Tara, and this is Grace State Podcast. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. I'm very excited to finally be kicking this off. I have been cultivating this myself for probably about 15 years, but I know it's time to get my name out there and this information out there, and I am so glad you're here on this journey with me. So GRACE is an acronym that I have been working on for a long time, and G stands for gratitude, R stands for resilience, A stands for awareness, C stands for connection, and E stands for energy. I've been an educator for the last 30 years. I just retired from the education community after 30 years of loving everything I did. I had so many different amazing people, adults and children, along the way that made my career so fruitful and wonderful. But now I'm getting to be grandma, which is amazing. So this podcast is just going to be little tips and tricks to help you cultivate a grace state. And I define grace state as a state of just inner harmony and contentment. So what we all want to strive for in life is just to have inner harmony, and that we have peace and we enjoy our day-to-day. So that's what this is going to be. It's just little ideas and strategies. I have a website, taraferriter.com. Sometimes my husband will be joining me. I'm hoping I'll have some friends and kids that join me along the way, and I'll be interviewing different people and having some really rich conversations that I hope everybody can learn from and maybe just take away one or two tidbits that help make your day better. So let's just talk a little bit about GRACE and what it stands for. G for gratitude. It's just having that attitude of gratitude. I have on my website lots of resources and tools, one of which is a daily reflection form. So carving out some time in the morning when you wake up so that you can just reflect on what your day is going to look like. And the very first thing at the top of that reflection form is, what are you grateful for? So a lot of times for me, it's just this hot cup of coffee, a cozy warm bed. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I think sometimes we take for granted all the amazing conveniences that make our lives so rich, and the people in our lives that we're grateful for. There's lots of days where I write some of the same things each day, but it's the first thing I do when I wake up is I go and I do those reflections. When we adopt an attitude of gratitude and just really look at everything around us as blessings, when you look for the good flows to you. You get more of what you focus on. So that's gratitude, and we'll have lots of different things on that topic as we roll out more of these podcasts. So resilience is being able to bounce back when life doesn't go exactly as planned. So with resilience, what we're going to do is I have some tools, and we'll dig into just really getting clear on what your values and beliefs are. Sometimes we have beliefs that we pick up along the way. When something doesn't go well for us, we adapt and we take on beliefs that really are no longer serving us. So what being resilient is just getting really clear on what your beliefs are, what your values are, and then making decisions based on those values. So having a plan in life. Yes, this is my plan for today. These are 3 things I hope to accomplish today because they align with my values and my long-term goals. But if it doesn't go my way today, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. I'm going to have plan A, plan B, plan C, and go where life takes me today. We can't always predict what's going to show up at our doorstep, right? C stands for connection. So connection is being connected with yourself first. So being connected with your spirit, for me, I have a very strong faith in God. So I have to have that connection and take time to cultivate that connection through contemplations and meditations and prayer each day. And so when I know I'm grounded and connected, then I can show up better for all of the people in my life that I love and that I choose to spend time with. So that's the other part of connection, is what is my part in the relationships that I have with the people around me? And am I being a good communicator? Am I listening to others? Or am I expecting things that are unrealistic of others? So the connection component of Grace State is really deep and long. Oh, I skipped A. A is awareness. So we have to have awareness too before we get to connection, right? Awareness is being aware of your emotions. So our thoughts, emotions, and actions make up our day, right? So we can have thoughts in our brain, and this goes back to what are your beliefs, and have you adopted some beliefs that are no longer serving you? And so getting clear on that and digging in, becoming really aware of your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. And so you can see I wear a Trinity necklace. All of these things with the acronym GRACE weave together. We can't have one without the other. Getting aware of who you are, what your beliefs are, what your thoughts, daily thoughts, and emotions connected to those thoughts, and then your behaviors or your actions based on those thoughts are really what awareness is all about. And then finally, energy. We are made up of energy. Everything in this universe is made up of energy. And we can cultivate that energy and make sure that our energy is optimal in lots of different ways. Some of the most obvious ways would be having the energy to, because of our what we eat, what we drink, how much water we drink. We're 70% water about. So we have to make sure that we're consuming water and making sure our organs are hydrated, and our brain is hydrated, and our heart is hydrated, so everything can function optimally. And then sleeping, making sure that we're getting optimal sleep. And there's so many little tips and tricks and things that we can do to ensure that our energy is where it needs to be, so that we can be the most grounded and the most balanced that we want to be, because really we're cultivating that inner harmony and balance. And when we get clear and specific, our lives just start to blossom, and things just open up for us, and the relationships that we have with ourselves and with others just feel so much more grounded and richer. And so I'm so excited. This is just the beginning, but I'm glad you're here, and I can't wait for you to join us on this journey, me and all of the people in my life, including my husband. And please stay tuned. Keep coming back here to our website and our YouTube page, and we'll be putting together some really exciting and interesting information that we've been gathering for many, many years. So be well. Thank you.